So the term show off, you can be used, I show off my new car, right? So there's something you can put after. I can show my car off, my new car off, or I can show off my new car. You can move it in between show off or after. Also, the term just show off can be used as a noun. He is a show off. She is a show off, meaning very arrogant, or not arrogant, but they show off often. So you can use it to describe a person, calling them a show off. But here, it's used as a verb, a phrasal verb, and it means, to show off something with a sense of pride, but usually this is kind of negative connotation, a bad thing. You don't want to show off too much or to be a show off. Usually, not always. This example sentence: my sister shows off her new Samsung Galaxy S7 to everyone in her school. If you ended it with just my sister shows off her new Galaxy S7, that doesn't sound that bad. But to everyone in her school, now it is definitely kind of having bad connotation to show off. Show off my new shirt. Not always bad. Not always bad. Maybe I spoke too soon, but definitely sometimes it is a bad thing to show off. I think we can understand that one. You can show off many things, your new items. You can show off your skills. If I'm really good at basketball, I give many examples with sports because I like sports, but if I'm good at basketball, maybe I'm a high school student, young guy, and there are many girls sitting there, I show off my skills. I'm showing off, right? Number 2, to drop one's face. So it is not really used like that, to drop one's face. It is used, someone's face dropped. My face dropped. That is how he uses it in here, right? My face just dropped. He throws in a just. My face dropped. This example sentence, Emma's face dropped when her teacher told her to do a 50-page paper. 50 is so many, right? So someone's face drops. So if you look it up in the dictionary, to drop one's face, but it is always used, her face dropped. My face dropped. Usually used in past tense, right? With dropped with an ed. Maybe you could use it in future. Your face will drop when you hear this news. But it's usually used with the past tense, and it just means to be shocked, with disappointment. Really, when I think about this, why are they using this word? When you're shocked, sometimes, and sometimes you will hear not just face drop, but jaw dropped. You can see that expression too. Even jaw dropping news. Your mouth opens, right? Jaw dropping news. You wouldn't really hear, you don't really see face dropping with the ing, but her jaw dropped, her face dropped. You can see both those. It just means to be shocked. Number 3, dignitary is a noun which is talking about like a dignified person, a special person, high position, high rank. It's usually referring to someone in maybe government, senator or something like that. Maybe church, like the Pope or something, or bishop. The example sentence, the university is expecting a couple of dignitaries to come to the graduation. Special people, high up. A lot of times you see that they are very high up. You can say they are high up in this company, they are high up, if you're just talking about government, he's very high up. It has a FBI security clearance, something like that. Dignitary. There's no number 4.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Number 5, cufflink. I've never wear cufflink. I don't think I've ever worn cufflinks in my life.
Even in wedding?
No, I don't think so. I'm trying to remember. Vaguely, I can remember one time, but cannot remember. Do you know what cufflinks are?
Right.
They go right here. I think easy to understand. Cufflinks. Number Number 6, quick on one's feet. To be quick on one's feet can mean actually you're quick on your feet, but it can also take on another meaning of you notice things very quickly, so like have a quick mind, right? So they use feet, but sometimes it means mind. Here, he is saying to be a quick thinker, you have to be quick on your feet. So he's saying quick to take action, quick to move. He's not really, like I said, I talk about sports a lot. Sometimes this term is used about an athlete, right? He's very quick on his feet. He's agile. He has very fast twitch muscle, right? But it can also mean he's very quick on his feet, meaning he can change direction. If my plan is going this way, but suddenly something happens, I can go this way. I can make snap quick judgment decisions. Example sentence: if you're not quick on your feet, you won't pass the test. It's talking about like maybe some military test or something. He is saying you have to be a quick thinker, quick on your feet. So to make quick decisions, and especially kind of if you have to change suddenly, you are quick on your feet. Thinking about if you're quick on your feet, change direction, but also you can change direction in your plan, like that. Number 7, de facto. This is an interesting one. So it means it exists in reality. In fact, it exists, but not necessarily legal or not necessarily government authorized. So here he uses it to say de facto assistant, right? He says de facto personal assistant. So is he really there, like getting there on salary and has that job of their personal assistant? No, but in reality he is fulfilling that purpose. Here, this example sentence says the city, with its rapid economic development, is becoming the de facto financial capital of the country. So maybe think about like the capital of China is Beijing, right? But Shanghai is where all the business is. So this is the de facto capital, the de facto financial capital. When I see this word, the first thing I think of is a de facto government. For example, in maybe Libya or Egypt or something, after there was some government overthrow, and the new government that comes in, do they really have authority and recognized by the UN and 100% legitimate? No, but that is the de facto government. Or sometimes maybe, I'm thinking of some African or Middle East countries where there's a lot of turmoil. There is a de facto government. Maybe there is not even a real government, but someone has to fill that role. 8, concierge. I think we all know this one. Let's skip it. And number 9, to promise your firstborn or to sell your firstborn. This means to make a huge sacrifice. It comes from your firstborn is your most important child, right? Or historically. I would always ask my brother, and I always ask, who do you love more, me or my brother? Equal, I love you equal. Historically, I am the firstborn, by the way. But when I saw this on the vocabulary list, it looked a little bit weird to me, and thought, actually, Americans or English speakers really don't use that expression that much, do we? But when I watched the video, it worked. It really did work. So maybe it's not super common, but in the video it made complete sense. It did not seem unnatural that he said that, because he really did do something kind of above and beyond. He got a book before it came out, and he had to do a lot of work for it. And he's just like, I just sold my firstborn over here. So he's using it, he's being over the top, a little, I don't know if sarcastic is the right word, a little bit sarcastic, a little bit over the top, saying, I did so much work, I can't believe it, I sold my firstborn son. He's just being exaggerating to be not necessarily funny like ha 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 funny, but to just dress up his speech. He's exaggerating. So you can see this expression, and I've probably used it a couple times, but not super often. Okay, any questions about those expressions or those words? I think number 5 and number 8, very simple and easy, but the other ones are, especially the idioms and the expressions, are quite useful. Alright, if there's no questions, we will go to the discussion questions.
Okay.
There are 5 of them.